Welcome to the Product Village, guys. My name is Nathan Flo Rocker. Today, we're going to be reviewing yet another product from K&F Concept. This time is the 60-watt COB video light. This, I gotta see. So we got the privilege of receiving this light from Camera Joint. Let's unbox this baby right here. Oh, look at that. In there we have a bag. Ooh, this is so nice. Feels like a gift bag. All right, so let's open the box. What do we have in the box? Ooh, beautiful. First and foremost, we have a manual. We have, ooh, hallelujah. Just look at that. This is the light itself. We also have a USB-C to USB-C cable. We have a USB-C to, this looks like a D-tap cable. We have a, okay, good. So this is the handle. This is probably what we're going to use to set up the light. Then we have a reflective cone in here. Ooh, nice. Ah, look at that. So we have the shell and we have the cone. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to set it up and let's just see how this baby works. Assembling the COB light is pretty simple. This is practically everything we need in the box. So to set it up, basically what you have to do, get the handle. It has this sort of weird shape here that defines where it goes into on the light. So what you have to do is place that in. That's it. So you have to screw it until it's very sturdy. So we have this set up. Now we have the reflective cone as well. So what we have to do is place the reflective cone, place it in and turn it towards the left and we're good. So this is what it looks like. I mean, it looks like some old school camera. I mean, have a look at this view. This is, can you focus on this? I really like the way it looks. Also looks like some old school megaphone or something. It's pretty nice. Okay, so lastly, the reflective cone, we need to add this here because this is basically what's going to diffuse the light. So this cone is big, easy to go. So I think what we should do next is set up the light. So let's set it up. Now, this light is actually a bicolor light, meaning it's warm white and fluorescent. On the body of the light itself, we have a few controls. It has a power button. Next to it, there's a D-tap. You can also power it via the USB-C. Now, on top of the light itself, you have the CCT function and effects, while next to it, you have the dimmer. Now, basically what the dimmer does is the dimmer dims the light or increases the power of the light. On top of that, you have 4 controls. You have one for choosing the effects. You have one for turning the fan on and off. I forgot to actually speak about the fan. Very, very silent. I mean, it's really so silent that even if I placed it next to my microphone, you wouldn't hear it. Back to the controls, you have one for the mode, and then you have max. Now, I'll come to explain what the max means later, but basically, the max is to max out the power of the light itself. So what we're going to do next is we're going to set up the light and power it on and just see how it works. Now, one of the first things we want to do is power this up. So you hold on to this for about like 2 seconds and then the logo shows and then it tells you rotate encoder 10 times to turn on the unit. So basically what that means is you can either rotate this or this, the CCT or the dimmer. As you keep rotating it, notice it says it's counting down. So if I push it one more time, there you go. Now it comes on automatically. Oof, look at that. Ay. It's pretty powerful. I mean, from where you're at, it may not seem that powerful, but trust me when I tell you this thing is powerful. I'm probably going to light up stuff so you see just how powerful it is. Let me reduce the intensity. It's a bit too strong. Yeah. Now with the CCT, you can actually change the modes of the light. It starts from 2700 Kelvin all the way to 6500 Kelvin. So that's from warm white all the way up to fluorescent light. Now, if you click on it once, it goes to 3200. Notice it's not as warm as it was initially. If I click on it one more time, it goes to 4000 Kelvin. If I push it again, it goes to 5000 Kelvin. Gradually, it's coming into fluorescent. Click on it one more time, it goes to 5600. Now, this is becoming like daylight. And if you click one more time, you finally get to 6500. See that? Now, next to it, you have the max button. Now, basically, with the max button, what you're looking at is a maxing out the power of the light. I must warn you, though, that when you're using this light right here, if you use it on the normal mode, not engaging the max, you can use it for 75 minutes. That's 1 hour, 15 minutes. But if you click on the max, now the intensity increases. You'd only be able to use this light for 45 minutes. So you lose 30 minutes if you're using it at max. So you have to be very careful. Don't presume that, oh, because it's on max, you want to max it out using the battery. The next button here is the fan button. Now, I wouldn't switch it off because I think the fan is supposed to be cooling the light. So I don't think it's advisable to actually do that. Another interesting feature here, which I think I find interesting, is it has about 12 effects. To engage the effects, all you have to do is click on the effect button. Now, when you click on it once, it changes. So the first preset you have here is the pulse. Underneath that, you find the speed. The speed here relates to how fast the effect works. So right now, we are on pulse. To change the effect, you have to use this dial as well. So if we turn it once, it changes now to lightning. So it's simulating a lighting effect. If we turn it one more time, now it has the effect of television, the TV. If we turn it one more time, this is faulty bulb. So this mimics a faulty bulb. In case you're shooting a short film and you want to simulate, the effect of a faulty bulb, that's what this is for. If you turn it one more time, this is paparazzi. So this is actually mimicking the snapshots of a camera. The next setting is SOS, Save Our Souls. Hallelujah. The next is flame. Now from the flame, we have fade. If we turn it one more time, you have campfire. If we change it one more time, this is explosion. The next is candle. This also mimics the lighting effect of a candle. So there are some movies you watch and there's a candle in front of the actor or actress, or they are using a candle in that scene. Sometimes what they do is they actually use a lighting that mimics the candle because the candle itself may not be strong enough to light the environment. So this can actually mimic the lighting effect of a candle. The next is breathe. And that's the last effect you have in there. K&F actually has an application that you can use to control the light. Now, using the application of the PL60 is very, very easy. All you have to do is go to the App Store or the Play Store and search for the app Link Light. It's one word. That's LINKLITE. Once you find the app, I've installed mine already. Install it on your phone and open up the app. Now, once you open up the app, it's going to show you a list of devices and ask you to add. So your Bluetooth must be on before that pairing can actually take place. Right now, this is what it looks like. You have a power button in the app. You can actually power up the light. I just switched off mine. You can put it on. Also, if you notice at the top, you have white, you have effect, you have the color, you have the Kelvin. It shows you 3 sets of Kelvin. Even though you can control it here, it shows you the number of Kelvin, that you're currently on. Underneath, you have the power. So the more you increase it, mine is at 1% right now. I'm doing this just because I want to show you what it looks like. Just by turning the knob, notice how the color changes. Now we are at 6500 Kelvin, and you can see that it has reflected on the light itself. Very, very intelligent and very, very simple. The app is very simple to use. Now, next to it, you have the effect. Once you click on the effect, you can now see 12 effects. You have the pulse, the lightning, TV, faulty bulb, paparazzi, SOS, flame, fade, campfire, explosion, candle, and breathe. Underneath that, you also have the speed. While, of course, underneath it, this is how you increase the intensity of. So you see INT, it actually means intensity. Now you can actually see what it can do on your mobile phone. So you don't have to go to the device each time and try to sort of like, manually control it yourself. With the app, it just makes your life twice as easy. You can easily move from one mode to the other. And that's basically everything about the app. Now, the PL60B actually goes for $137 as at today when I'm doing this review. You'll be asking yourself, what's this like good for? I think it's good for everything. It's good for weddings, short films, interviews. I mean, this light is pretty strong. I mean, it sort of reminds me of the Cobalt W100, the RGB light. Can I have it? They both of them are actually very similar in terms of looks. The only difference is that this Cobalt actually does not have internal battery, and this has internal battery. And as far as I'm concerned, this trumps that, even though that is 100 watts and this is 60 watts. I love the fact that, it has an internal battery. I don't have to be thinking of power. I don't have to be thinking of how I'm going to power it up. It's just nice to have. And that'll be all for today's review. My name is Nathan Flow Rocker, and until the next review, I'm gonna see you guys. Ciao.